Good morning, everyone. Today I'm back with another Collection Obsession. This is the fourth one for me. I'm pretty sure. Yep it is. And today I'm scrapbooking Skylar. And she's dressed in this pretty little pink dress, or pretty pink top, and her mom was always taking her with this field behind them. And today the sun is shining brightly on her. And so I am going to call it shine. I'm using these pink Paislee letters that I had found when I was going through my letters, and I put them into that plastic divider tray. And they're from the C'est La Vie collection. And so I am using this piece of paper. Oh, and I totally have it sideways, upside down, backwards. So I'm using this page here, and but I'm using the blue side. And then I'm going to use a floral. And then the other side of the floral is this eyelet. So I'm going to use that. And I've already cut it out with this one of the knockout punches, and it's just a scallop. So I'm going to use that, and so we can get right into it. I've already matted her once, but I'm going to mat her again on this plaid. And this is a little shorter than I think she's 4 by 5.5. So what I've done is, when I decide I'm going to use something like a plaid, I kind of look at how the paper is. Maybe let me show you like this, I think. And I decide that I want to, in this case, have it dark on the outside, so not the lighter one, because we already have a light color here, so I want the darker. And then I also decided I want it big enough that you can see like 3 squares, and but I still want it close in size, so this one here doesn't get quite 3. So that's how I decide how I'm going to like frame it when I'm using a gingham. And I kind of use something similar when I use other papers. Kind of decide how, you know, when it's got a pattern that is repeating. Okay, that looks like it's straight. And then plus it's so easy to line up. Okay, and then I am going to put this floral down, and I want these to overlap. It was really funny because I had this paper, and then I was carrying around this paper, and it's like when I cut it apart, it's like, oh, it's over there, and that's about the size I was going for, so worked out perfectly. So it looks like if I do about a width of the ruler, that will be just perfect. So that worked out nice. And I think my paper is a 10 by 7. Okay. And then I'm going to do the same over here, but I'm going to pull it down a little bit. Oh, and actually I am going to run this butterfly paper right at the top of my floral. So I'm going to flip this around and do that first. Because I'm sure it will be easier. I should have actually probably did it ahead. Let's see. I'm going to line this up so that I'm not going to get a full butterfly on the edges, but This way they'll both be the same. Just a little bit of an extra butterfly. I had this in the collection and I don't think I've used it yet, so I wanted to use it, and I thought it looked cute on here, and it still showed up real well. And it kind of breaks up all the floral. Okay, and my invisible ruler. I can't tell you how much that helps me calling it that, because then I know I'm not looking for something that you can see easily. Okay, and I'm just going to pull it down here just a ways, and I've got just a little bit where it didn't punch just perfect. My punch, it was like the width, the inside width fit into this section here, so you had to really pay attention to how far you were pushing it. Okay, and then there's one side that's a little wider. I'm going to put the widest side towards the floral. And I'm going to start at about the ½ inch mark. Okay. And then I'm going to put Skylar just overlapping that a little, but I want to see this part of the eyelet somewhat. I think probably about there. Let me make sure it's lined up properly. Looks like it. Okay, and then I have this little flower cart, and it actually says flower bar. That's pretty funny. Now I've taken the weathered wood distress ink from Tim Holtz, and I went around this so that it doesn't blend in so much with the flowers, because otherwise it did. And I thought I put the one that's actually die cut out, which I think is laser cut, because it was a little darker, and I thought, oh yeah, that looks better, but it's a little bit smaller, and this one, the size of this one looked better. So I thought, well, I'm just gonna go ahead and darken it so that it shows up better. And I've already done it, but I think I didn't do that little edge, and I've got dimensionals on it, so it's wanting to stick to me. Okay, and I'm just gonna overlap the gingham a little, and a little bit of it will overlap the picture, but that's okay. So it's up on dimensionals. Now this isn't, I'm hoping that the rest of it that's up, I might be able to stick a toothpick behind it, but it looks pretty thin. Okay, and I'm gonna put shine right up here. And I thought these were stickers, but if they are, I could not find how to peel it off without totally taking off the back. So it's like and it was the same way with all of them. So I'm just pulling off that first layer because it's kind of a shiny. So I really think it was supposed to be stickers, but maybe it didn't work, and that's because I got them at Tuesday morning. I mean, who knows why they end up at Tuesday morning. Maybe because people were annoyed that they couldn't get the back off. But they're cute stickers. I like them. I'll just deal with this. And you know, I thought, you know what? I need letters. I'm gonna look there first. Until those are gone, I'm looking there first. And then when I get down to where they don't spell words, I'm gonna start, somebody had suggested, I actually had two people maybe 3, saying that they did theirs with alphabetical. So I'm thinking I might do that with the ones that are left and start, and I'm gonna, I think, do some die cuts and do them alphabetical and put them in like baseball card thingies, whatever they call those baseball things. Okay, so that looks like I'm gonna put it like that. So I'm gonna pause while I do that, because you know how long it takes me. Okay, I got Hein on. I don't have the S on yet because I am going to use this little frame, and I'm gonna tuck it underneath the S. Well, actually I'm gonna put it there and then put the S on it, since I have to glue both of them. It'd be pretty hard to tuck because it's skinny. And I'm just gonna tuck the, no, I wanna tuck it in. Okay. So I'm just gonna line it up there where it's just right up close to the H. And then I'm gonna put the S on top of that. And just like I did with how I measured things here, when I laid out the letters, I figured I could go over about 3 and about 3 this way. Now I do have a little more room over here, but I have the layering going on, so you won't notice that I actually slid it over a little too far. I'll just pretend I meant to do that. Okay, now I've got 3 little flowers I'm gonna put here. And I have one in the blue. And since it's big enough to put tape on it, I'm going to put tape on it. And just kind of tuck it about here. And I'm going to put it down gently because I am also going to put this little birdhouse on top of that. And I have that on dimensionals. And I'm going to let it come down on the mat to where it's, the roof's kind of meeting up with the plaid. And then I have these 2 little flowers, and they are from the some of these things were from the 6x8 pad. So this one here I am tucking underneath the blue flower. And this one I'm gonna overlap the blue flower. And then over here in this corner, I am going to, I have this, it's like a floral, and I'm gonna stick it down here in this corner. Which way do I want it? Maybe like that. Kind of looks like it needs to go that way to me. Am I still in frame? It's like, once I put down letters, it's like I always wonder where I'm at. Okay. Okay, I think it looks like it needs to go about like that. Sometimes flowers look directional, and so I always try to pay attention to that. And then I have a bird's nest. And I'm gonna tuck that where, well, I'm gonna put it on top of the floral, but I'm also gonna let it overlap the picture frame. And you can see how everything I put on here is overlapping the picture frame. Well, except for the letters and the butterflies, of course. But all my embellishments are overlapping. And then I have this little bird. The birds are always so cute. And so I am just tucking this little bird right in this little nest here. And then I have these, I kept looking for a color that looked just right and that wouldn't blend in. And I found these that they're kind of a purple, so they look very close to the inside of this flower and a little lighter than this. And I thought that would look really good with it, that it wouldn't be too, you know, it wouldn't blend in, because I was looking at the blues and they were gonna blend in. And I already had, it already looks like so much pink on here. Well, I mean, just the right amount of pink is what I think. So, you know, I kind of get a little triangle going. And then I'm gonna put, I think I'm gonna stick one here. Whenever I have something down here at the bottom and it's like, especially like one big thing here, then I try to kind of, you know, have like a starting point maybe over here, and then I'm gonna bring some up here. For some reason I feel like it just needs a little extra when you've got something so big. And I think I'm gonna bring in maybe another little one here. Okay, and then over here by this little birdhouse. And I want to put it, I'm going to tuck it over here. And then maybe one over here, kind of in that frame. And over here. Okay. So, there she is, little Shine, little Skylar. And so that's it for my Collection Obsession. And tomorrow I think I'm gonna tear apart that paper pad, because I think the last paper pad that I got, because I think I'm gonna use that for my Collection Obsession. So I'll see if I have enough, if it looks like I have enough stuff to go with it. And then of course I'll be pulling out some of those things that, you know, that I found that I've had for 20 years that I just want to start using them. So, so I think I'll be doing that tomorrow, and so I will see you then. Thanks for joining me. I will have close-ups at the end, and you have a wonderful day. Oh, check out the other people that are playing Collection Obsession. I will have a list of them at the bottom in that little drop-down menu, so check that out. And I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.